Today, we are going to start a new chapter in Pol Science, that is chapter 1 on equality. Equality is a key feature of democracy and influences all aspects of its functioning. In this chapter, we will read more about equality, what it is, why it is important in a democracy, and whether or not everyone is equal in India. Equal right to vote. In a democratic country like India, all adults, irrespective of what religion they belong to, how much education they have had, what caste they are, or whether they are rich or poor, are allowed to vote. Universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise is an essential aspect of all democracies. It is based on the idea of equality because it states that every adult in our country, irrespective of their wealth and the communities she or he belongs to, has one vote. As we have studied in the story, Kanta was excited to vote and happy that she is equal to all of the others because each of them has one vote. But as her days goes on, Kanta becomes less certain about what this equality really means. The reason was the inequalities that she is facing in her day-to-day life. Apart from being poor, people in India experience inequality in different ways. One of the most common form of inequality in India is the caste system. Caste system is a class structure that is determined by the birth. We can see caste discrimination in the matrimonial advertisements given. Here are the examples of it. As being an Indian, we tend to get married in our own caste, especially in arranged one. Another example of caste discrimination is untouchability. Now, Dalit is a term that people belonging to so-called lower caste use to address themselves. They prefer this word to untouchable. Dalit means those who have been broken. The government refers to this group of people as scheduled caste or SCs. Now, Om Prakash Valmiki, he is a famous Dalit writer. He has written his autobiography, Juthan, in which he has jotted down his bitter childhood experiences when he faced the discrimination based on caste. In this school, he had to sit away from the others in the class, and that too on the floor. Sometimes he would have to sit way behind everybody, right near the door. Sometimes the students would beat him without any reason. The second story is about Mr. and Mrs. Ansari, who were looking to rent an apartment in the city. They had the money, and so paying the rent was not a problem. The caste we are born into, the religion we practice, the class background we come from, whether we are male or female, these are often the things that determine why some people are treated unequally. Om Prakash Valmiki and Ansaris are being treated unequally on the basis of differences of caste and religion. Now, recognizing dignity. Dignity is the right of a person to be valued and respected for their own sake and to be treated equally. When persons are treated unequally, their dignity is violated. Om Prakash Valmiki was made to sweep the school because of his caste. His schoolmate and teachers hurt his dignity badly and made him feel as if he was less than equal to all the other students in the school. The Ansari's dignity was hurt when the person refused to give their apartments to them. However, when the property dealer suggested that they change their name, it was their dignity or self respect that made them refuse this suggestion. Equality in Indian democracy. Our constitution, it is a document that lays down the basic rules and regulations for the people and the government in the country to be followed. The Indian Constitution recognizes every individual as equal. This means that every individual in the country from all castes, religions, tribes, and economic backgrounds are recognized as equal. Now, recognition of equality includes some of the following provisions in the Constitution. First is every individual is equal before law. This means that whether a person is a president of the country or a domestic worker, they has to obey the same laws. Every person has access to all public places. No person can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place of birth, or whether they are female or male. Untouchability has been abolished. Ways by which government implements the equality. The two ways in which government has tried to implement the equality are through laws and through government programs or schemes to help disadvantaged communities. One such scheme is midday meal scheme. Now midday meal scheme, it was introduced in 1995. It is a school meal program of the Government of India. Under this, cooked food is provided to the children in all the government schools. Tamil Nadu was the first state in India to introduce this scheme, and in 2001, the Supreme Court asked all the state governments to begin this program in their school within 6 months. Positive effects of midday meal scheme. First is that more poor children have begun enrolling to and regularly attending school. With the midday meal being provided in the school, the children attendance has also improved. Their mothers who earlier had to interrupt their work to feed their child at home during the day now no longer need to do so. This program has also helped reduce caste prejudice because both lower and upper caste children in the school ate this meal together. Dalit women have also been employed to cook the meal. The midday meal programs also help to reduce the hunger of the poor students who come to school and cannot concentrate because of their empty stomachs. In spite of all the provisions made in the Constitution and the schemes of the government, still there are many places where discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, disability, economic status, gender is happening. The attitude of people needs to be changed, and it can only be happen when people begin to believe that no one is inferior and that every person deserves to be treated with dignity. Establishing equality in a democratic country is a continuous struggle, but it should be the collaborative effort of every individual living in the country. Now, here are some issues of equality in other democracies. Not only India, but there are many democratic countries around the world where such issue of equality continues to be the key issue. In the United States of America, the African Americans whose ancestors were the slaves who were brought from Africa were treated unequally in the society and denied equality through law. For example, when they traveling by bus, They either had to sit at the back of the bus or get up from their seat whenever a white person wished to sit. Rosa Parks was an American activist in the civil rights movement, best known for her pivotal role in the Montgomery bus boycott. The United States Congress has called her the First Lady of Civil Rights and the mother of the freedom movement. Tired from a long day at work, she refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white man on 1st December 1955. Her refusal that day started a huge agitation against the unequal ways in which African Americans were treated. This gave rise to civil rights movement. The civil rights movement was an organized effort by black Americans to end racial discrimination and gain equal rights under the law. The civil rights movement was the movement by black Americans against racial discrimination in the United States of America. Now, according to Civil Rights Act 1964, Civil Rights Act 1964 prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion, or national origin. It also stated that all schools would be open to African American children. They would no longer have to attend separate schools specially set up for them. Despite this, a majority of American Americans continue to be among the poorest in the country. Most African American children can only afford to attend government schools. These schools had fewer facilities and poorly qualified teachers as compared to white students who either go to private school or live in areas where the government schools are as highly rated as private schools. Now, challenges of democracy. No country can be described as being completely democratic. There are always communities and individuals trying to expand the ideas of democracy. Central to this is the struggle for the recognition of all persons as equal and for their dignity to be maintained.